Hi, good afternoon. I'm Steve Hanham, the PSN Operations Manager, and I'm delighted to be joined by Danny O'Brien from BD Short Stays. Danny is going to be joining us at the PSN Online February event, which is on Tuesday the 27th at 18:45 p.m. So it's in the evening, so you can join us from home. We had a really good turnout at the last online event, and looking forward to the upcoming February event, obviously with Danny. So Danny's going to be talking about a little bit of a different approach on serviced accommodation and edging into supported living. But I'll let Danny tell you all about what he'll be sharing on the night. So please introduce yourself, Danny, and let us know the sort of details of your presentation.
Yeah, so obviously, hello everyone, my name's Danny from BD Short Stays. I'm a serviced accommodation landlord. I am also a serviced accommodation management company as well. And we like to challenge the usual standard guests that you imagine in serviced accommodation and say, well, actually, these are fantastic properties that are used for the general public. Why cannot we use these to also help children in crisis? Since August last year, we've been running placements within properties through serviced accommodation to allow children on 28-day packages to provide temporary respite care for them to be able to be integrated back into the communities. This is something which is a marketplace that doesn't actually exist. What we are doing at BD Short Stays is working with multiple different local authorities up and down the UK, over 15 care providers, bringing all this into one platform, which enables to provide opportunity for like-minded individuals like myself in order to actually provide good occupancy rates, good rates, and also be able to actually use property to change lives. And our main focus is being able to bridge that gap within the care industry. And we've come up with a win-win-win solution that allows everyone to benefit from crisis packages, the main person being the children within crisis. So at the presentation, I'll be going through my story, how I got involved in property, what led me to where I am now, and all the kind of trials and tribulations in between, which I would always say happen in property, and it's led me to where I am now, which is actually providing really, really important accommodation for future generations. So yeah, that's kind of the what we're doing. We want to talk about how other people are able to help us help children, and they can get paid well to do that. And it's taken a slightly different approach to standard serviced accommodation, but with a view that it's going to change people's lives for the better.
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of emotional side of it as well, dealing with lots of children, and they're obviously in a tough place and need as much help as they can get.
Yeah, definitely. I think the biggest concern for us as property people is that children are let down by a system that means that a lot of the time the reason why placements go south or placements don't happen at all is due to property problems. And the main problem with that is the relationship between the landlord and the service providers falling down mid-placement, and what that leads to is absolute catastrophe situations where children end up in big state care homes, which isn't suitable for them at that stage in their life. If that's not available, they can end up on children's wards in hospitals, and that is something that we can't accept as property people. As human beings in general, it isn't great to hear, but when we know that we can make a difference, we've got to make sure that we try our best to do that. So it's emotional. If I could go into much detail on how much emotions I have on a daily basis, I would. I've actually yesterday just got back from taking one of the children in placement to a boxing gym, which is something that we also provide, is relationships with the children so they can build a normal life in an environment that isn't considered normal to them at this moment in time. And with the help of other people who want to help, we can really, really bridge this gap. And as I said, the goal is endless, that the goal is to help as many children as possible, but we can't do that alone. We need to do that with people who understand the process and understand what good they're doing. And that's what I'm going to be doing and showing people in February is how they can benefit as an operator, they can benefit as a landlord, but mostly how a child can actually benefit from just one accommodation, and how it can just change their lives from something which is potentially a catastrophe to something that ends up becoming a fantastic young adult who now has an opportunity to change their lives. And as you can probably see, I'm very passionate about it. If you'd have asked me this in August, I would have told you that it was just a 28-day booking, and I wanted to get my occupancy high because I've just done a refurb. And since then, that's turned into a passion because I've actually seen firsthand on a day-to-day basis how important the accommodation has been for children in these crises. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to kind of showing everyone all the good sides of it. I'm also very excited to show people all the bad sides of it, because there is a lot of it. These children, what we always need to remember is I go with a view that there's property and there's people, and the people involved in this are children, and they have emotions, and they are just like everyone else. They're happy, they're saddened, but sometimes those can go to extremes, and being able to mitigate that and being able to use serviced accommodation to help with that it's very rewarding for everyone involved. And as I said, I'm really looking forward to showing everyone what we do.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to hearing more about it as well. And obviously the social impact score of what this is achieving is obviously amazing. So yeah, anything else you want to share with the PSN community?
No, I would probably.
We don't want to get too much away at the moment.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is we're going to be actually offering a huge opportunity for people who want to get into this space and want to add another string to their bow when it comes to their serviced accommodation businesses. I think another thing I really want to kind of hit home is this is something that I witness firsthand every day. It's something that I don't consider myself to be a property professional, but I consider myself to be a people person. And for me, being able to use property to my advantage with other like-minded people to actually really help people is something that if there's a reason for you to be involved in property, there's one huge reason right there. And yeah, everyone, please come with an open mind. We all know the traditional serviced accommodations can be used for contractors, guests staying away, and they are fantastic assets to people. But we can also use these types of properties to actually benefit young people, benefit landlords, benefit operators. And it's just about looking at it from a different perspective. And I'm hopefully going to be able to share that with everyone on what all these wins are and what do they equate to. Well, it equates to a very, very healthy business relationship that at their ends of it is potentially going to change someone's life. So that would probably be the last bit that I would say is please come with an open mind, come with loads of questions, and hopefully I have loads of answers. And yeah, please engage. And obviously, if you want to see a bit more of what we do in the lead up, please follow us on social medias. We go through a lot of information on the reasons to why this is an important process and why it is so imperative that us as like-minded people all come together to actually serve one purpose, which is to help people. And if you need any more information, please take a look at our socials. I'll go into much more detail on the night, but yeah, that would be probably my final little bit.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much, Danny. So if you want to join us at the PSN Online February event on Tuesday, the 27th of February, we're also being joined by Matthew Sheriff from sourcing partners. They're also going to be covering what they do in the supported living space as well. So the PSN Online February event is all about supported living. And if it's a space that you want to get into or you're involved with, then please join us on the night. So please go to our website, which is www.thepsn.co.uk to reserve your ticket. It's absolutely free, so you can join us from the comfort of your own home. And we look forward to seeing you again, Danny, on Tuesday, the 27th.
Everyone. Cheers.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time, Danny, and speak to you soon.
Yeah, no worries, buddy. Thanks very much.